comes to being a landlord, you have a big decision to make. Do you handle everything yourself or hire a property manager to do it for you? My name is Danielle Ohms, and I'm the broker and owner of Keyrenter St. Charles Property Management. Today, I'm breaking down some pros and cons to self-managing your rental property. So first, let's talk about the pros. You'll definitely save money on management fees. A property management company is going to charge a monthly fee to manage your rental property. This will cut into your monthly cash flow with your rental. Not paying management fees each month will give you greater control over your finances and more opportunity for positive cash flow. Second, if you manage your rental property yourself, you're going to have 100% control. You can fix repairs yourself and save money on maintenance, and you can mitigate tenant conflict yourself. You'll know everything that is going on with the property 100% of the time. And there's also lots of technology options available for DIY landlords. This can be ideal for collecting rents, keeping track of your finances, and maybe even working as a hub to take on maintenance requests. What these platforms don't cover is finding vendors for maintenance problems, handling emergency maintenance, tenant conflicts, legal problems, evictions, and court appearances. But last, you'll have flexibility. With you being a DIY landlord, you'll have more flexibility to handle things your way. So maybe your tenant is handy, and instead of you wasting a Saturday coming out to fix a kitchen faucet leak, your tenant does a job and takes a few bucks off the rent. No big deal. Just please, if you do this, make sure your tenant is qualified to do that sort of a job. So yes, there are definitely some benefits to being a DIY landlord, but you know I'm a property manager, and after years of managing rental properties, I definitely do see the benefit of using a property management company. So now let's look at some cons of being a DIY landlord. So first, you're going to be in charge of maintenance. This means you are always on call. And let me tell you, all the excitement happens as soon as you go out of town on vacation. But really, even just a couple of maintenance issues throughout the year can cause a lot of headache. So your tenant calls in that the AC isn't working. Now you have to call around and find a reputable HVAC contractor. Maybe you have basement cracks that need repaired. You have to make sure to vet a few of those basement companies. And not to mention middle of the night maintenance. Again, you are always on call, whether that call comes in one time a year or 10 times a year. You always have to be ready. Next, you have to be up to date on all federal, state, and local laws. If you don't have a property management company, you need to make sure you're in compliance with all of these. And right now, more than ever, with the eviction moratoriums, those laws are constantly changing. Even on a local level, St. Charles might be doing evictions, but St. Louis County is not. If you're not abiding by proper landlord-tenant law, you could find yourself in a whole lot of legal trouble. Third, do you have the tools to thoroughly screen a tenant and have an airtight lease? One thing that I tell every prospective client of mine, whether you're with me or someone else, make sure to hire a reputable property management company to conduct your tenant screening and draw up your lease. If you want to manage it yourself after that, great. But getting set up with a good tenant on a state-approved airtight lease is so very important. And last, tenants tend to behave better in professionally managed properties. I once managed a property where the tenants paid on time every single month. I think this went on for like 2 years. The owners decided they had such good tenants, they would take over and manage it themselves. It was fine, no hard feelings. I actually remained friends with them. Literally the first month that those owners took over the property, the tenants were half a month late on their rent. Each month after that, at least 2 weeks late on the rent. Tenants think they can get away with more when it's a private landlord rather than a property management company. So yes, there are pros and there are cons to being a DIY landlord. What's best for you? My biggest advice is this: try going the property management route first. I've seen too many people try the DIY route and they come to me needing a lot fixed. Non-paying tenants, major repairs, legal trouble. I've seen it all. If you have questions, call us 636-707-2000 or visit our website, KeyrenterStCharles.com.